All right, all right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Just Boolin. Joining me, as always, is my good friend Wanda. How are you doing today? Well, how
What
are you
up?
doing?
What up?
You're doing today. You don't got to answer that all the way. But um, this episode we're talking about witches. We want to go ahead and make sure that we rounded out our spooktacular, themed episodes with witches, and me and Wanda talks about in the future next October revisiting the creatures that we discussed and basically revamping those episodes a little bit more in depth once we get like our signature spin on things down, but
Yeah, man,
until then.
it's coming. But in the meantime, I think what me and Saint discussed is it's no secret by now. I'm in love with monster hunting. Period. Um, and so is he. And we were bouncing around the idea of maybe doing like creature spotlights here in the near future.
And just to recap, if you guys haven't picked up on our excitement, I think maybe episodes ago we've been talking about Monster Hunter forever. I think we reacted to the Monster Hunter Wilds trailer, for an
Yes.
episode. Um, and I don't know if we mentioned it on any of the previous episode, but the Monster Hunter beta comes out. Well, Monster Hunter beta is out. It is out. Monster Hunter Wilds beta dropped last night at 11 for PS5. It drops on the 31st for everywhere else. And that's pretty much all me and Warner are gonna be doing all weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, waking up, running around because and then it's probably just gonna be Monster Hunter. He know it. I wrote him today, first thing this morning when I booted up. I said, "Look, man, the demo was amazing, and I feel like that I have to play Monster Hunter because the thing is now is I can play Monster Hunter the beta with you for a couple of days and be fine, and then we go into World, then I can learn those weapons. Because, like I said, when I mentioned it, you're going to be able to pick up those weapons, and you're going to be able to notice the differences. And I
Oh,
want to be able to
bro,
do that
I
with.
cannot wait to get you in shape for this. I cannot.
So,
I've been waiting. My friends are all nerds of some variety, shape, or form, but unfortunately, most of them, the majority of them, are not into Monster Hunter and stuff like that. To the tune of like most of them aren't down with hack and slash, which that's fine. There's other stuff to play, but that is my heart. That's my bread and butter. And I've gotten Saint here and a couple other friends that are passingly interested, and I cannot wait because I'm about to bust it wide open. No Diddy.
I am super excited having played the demo last night. Stayed up late. I'm old, but I stayed up late, fought, dozing. I literally only played for 45 minutes and I got off. And I told myself when the 31st happens, because basically what's going to happen is like the 31st drops, and if Wanda doesn't stay up late on the 31st to play it through, it's going to be the
Hmm.
first thing he plays through. It's going to be the first thing he plays when he gets home from work. So I'm just going to be running around bullshit and just practicing. And but I ain't gonna lie, man. I after this, I'm gonna once I figure out what I'm deleting, I'm installing Monster Hunter World. It's gonna be installed and ready to play from the opening story, first story mode, first story mission quest.
On PlayStation.
Uh, I figure on PC because we were doing uh
Oh, I
we
thought because you had all the time saved on the other one.
well, I have it on both. I have Iceborne and what's called on both, and I figured since we're gonna do it on, uh, I figured since we were getting Wilds on PC, we'll play Wilds on PC since we've got it. You guys should gifted it to me the other day, and then I went and got Iceborne
Word. All right.
because it was on
Yeah,
sale.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I just need to know the plan. I need to know the where. That's
I
all.
just feel I just felt like if you don't mind, even you don't even have to create a new character if you want to. I just want to. Well, if you play on PC, I guess you would have to. Um, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll figure it out. But that said, we got Monster Hunter content coming, and I'm talking about those. There's gonna be video ones because we're gonna have clips. It's this gonna become a show where we talk about Monster Hunter and y'all watching our clips from our battles because we all gonna be recording all this shit.
Brother. And
So
if they introduce Tigrex, you better watch out.
that's the armor. That's the armor set you're gonna have. You're gonna wear.
Oh yeah, bro, I love Tigrex. My favorite monsters to fight are Basil Geese, Goss Harag, if they put him in there. Um Zinogre the fucking Thunder Wolf. I love fighting that motherfucker. Um and oddly enough, Rathalos.
Oh man,
Specifically the gold Raytheon and the silver Rathalos. Cause though bro, playing those in Iceborne, that's a real dragon. Straight up. And the first time I fought the I think it was the gold Rathian is the first one I fought. Um and I fought him with the bow and arrow. And at that point, I had the layered armor set in from the Evolving Wilds, or not Evolving Wilds, I forget what the name of it is, but the end game area from Iceborne. Um, I had the Pookie layered
Pookie
armor
Pookie
set,
was my favorite. Pookie
so
Pookie was my favorite too.
I looked like fucking Robin Hood with a bow and arrow,
Yes,
and
that's
the
why
bow
I loved it.
and the bow and arrow was the layered set from the Raytheon, so it looked like green fucking leaves and shit. And so I'm fighting this cinematic ass battle, fighting this gold dragon, spitting blue flames, looking like the Ranger, bro. You couldn't beat it. On top of the fact that those of you who haven't played Monster Hunter World has some amazing animation for these monsters, and just it does it right. Iceborne introduces something where it gives the monsters different attacks. It gives them like true finishers and shit like that. Like specifically Seething Basilgeuse has this move where he'll roar and he'll like leap up into the air and spin and it'll throw bombs everywhere. And then he'll come crashing down to the ground and everything blows up. And as it blows up, he roars. And it's the most iconic looking shit fucking ever. And that like if you weren't a Monster Hunter fan watching that shit or playing that shit, then there's no hope for you. Like you just don't have a heroic bone in your body, bro. Like the if that doesn't call to you, I don't know what will.
I think I just decided that considering that for what it is, let's play on PlayStation because I have a lot of content that I've gotten from running around and playing on PlayStation that I'd rather just keep. And
And
and to be
bro,
perfectly honest, we can boot up because all you need is a save file from whatever the game is. We can boot the game up and get our save file and connect to the servers. If it don't count connecting to the servers based on our Capcom account or whatever or the
yeah,
linked account, and then go from there. But I'm not. I don't want. I don't want. I just thought about. I'm not trying to start over, and I still got a lot of Iceborne content to do.
I was gonna talk to you about that offline. I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing on there because we a team on air. But it's like I don't know about that, homie. Like that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of content. And I'm
I
like,
thought about it, and
I'm
I'm
gonna be
like,
real with you. It's like I can help you through it on Iceborne on the PlayStation, but with both of us struggling, when we get to fucking Black Veil Valhazak, that's a problem. I
nah,
can get you
nah,
to the berry off, but that bitch is a life bar check.
nah. I was sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, nah, man. I already put a lot of time in there. I already got a lot of stuff, and we started running through Iceborne, and getting going through Iceborne and refreshing myself through Iceborne, and then you and I jumping on Monster Hunter at least 2 or 3 times a week or whatever. Oh, because I'm gonna try to just kind of wipe out everything, right? And
Okay.
then um
Oh, bro, say less. We will sleep run the fuck out of shit, bro. Um,
I'm trying to
those out
think
there
if it's
wondering,
cross-platform,
um,
what would be the added benefit of getting it on PC versus getting it on
on
uh
PS5.
PS5? Besides mods. Never mind.
Yeah,
That's my own question. Answer my own question. No, sir. I'm not
but
going
yeah,
away. PC gotta have it. Gotta have the mods.
for those of you out there wanting to tune in or wanting to link up, um, in Monster Hunter, I think I mentioned it already. I'm a gunner till the day, but I do venture out into Sword and Shield and Charge Blade just because that's my fantasy weapon. They
So
don't.
okay, the charge blade is something that I want to play around with because I was running around. And I realized that I was charging it too much and then getting the bounce back because I wasn't sealing it. I need to learn how to use like my impact. So this is what I want to do. What I want to do is let's shit. I mean, I don't know. You got that shit. I don't know if there's any updates. Play that shit tonight, but I want to get to the point. I want to get to like we're side by side somewhere, like just running around, and you teach me how to just do that
We'll go.
fucking
We'll go pick on the Great Jaggers and the Anjanath.
yeah, I mean, something. And
Great
so
Jaggers has a good hitbox, and the Anjanath has a good aggression, and it'll
I
punish you if you
I
fuck up. So it's good to practice monster.
I love the sword and shield. I love the long sword. I love dual blades, but I've always used those in every iteration of Monster Hunter that I have, and I know that those are the beginner. Those are the starter ones. Those are the first few that they had. Yes, but as they grew up, all the insect glade looked cool, but I was like, scared to touch it. Fucking the Switch Act. I saw fucking the Switch Act fucking doing some shit today.
Nah, bro,
Beautiful.
you don't understand the kind of pride that hurt my soul. I was playing online. Like I said, I've been a gunner till the day. But I'm a beast. I'm a demon with that sword and shield because I love a good heater all fucking day, bro. I will shield bash till the fucking day. But I'm mostly a light bow gunner and a bow main. Um, but I'm playing heavy bow gun. Rocking with a sticky build. And I cannot tell you the jealousy in my soul for the first time I've ever played Monster Hunter. Watching this great sword main, we're fighting Azure Rathalos. And what does this dude do? I'm about to watch this dude get bait because he starts a combo right as the Rathalos is about to pop him with the meanest fireball. What does this dude do? Do a fucking short swing forward, turn, do a backswing where he's now facing the fucking Rathalos. It spits the fireball mid animation. What does this motherfucker do? But shoulder charge the fireball and dissipate it. Brother, I wish I had recorded that shit. It was the coolest thing I had ever seen in a Monster Hunter game. I had never seen somebody. I had seen one of my buddies. He had a hard on for Devil Joe. God rest his soul. I hope you're fighting him up there. Um, but he had a hard on for Devil Joe, and he was a longsword main. I watched this cat catch a Devil Joe in the flank while it was trying to leap, and made it like Scooby Doo fall and like feet up in the air, back completely parallel to the ground, and fucking fall. That shit was funny. What that dude did when he shoulder charged the fucking dragon's fireball, I'll never forget. So like, I've seen people do make this shit do tricks, bro.
I
Oh my god.
I I am extremely excited to experience Monster Hunter Wilds with you. I literally just kind of like snuck and turned on my PlayStation while you were talking just to confirm that I had the PlayStation. I had it downloaded because that's all it took for me to get hype again. That's the same. I mean, I'm so my impulse control is crazy considering this is now a Monster Hunter episode. By the way, everyone, y'all listen.
Yeah, this was a witch episode, and
But
I think
I think y'all
I,
realize it by now.
yeah,
But okay, so I'm excited to experience Wilds with you, but at the same time, like with my impulse, I just need something to help kick it off. Like the Final Fantasy story is 14 example is amazing. Love the game, been following it, been paying the money for years, but there's nothing so much going on or a crew that I have that I need to stop what I'm doing to jump on it. Oh shit, you got an emote for me ordering Papa John's when you know people ate Papa John's. You don't talk about Papa
right.
John's anymore, but back then If you ate Papa John's, you got a code. You enter that code, and then your one of my I have a character that has a limited edition pizza eating emote that you could only eat if you ordered DoorDash and ordered Papa John's. That's the only way you could get it. And there's a lot of people that won't ever have it. So one day I'm gonna log on because they're gonna have another fancy thing that I'm gonna get, and I'm gonna be walking around people eating pizza. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck? Oh, where'd you get that from?" Yeah, that's right, because I'm cool as shit.
You talk
But
about when I found out they had an Assassin's Creed tie-in in World, that was the first thing I did.
I didn't realize. And is the Geralt thing still happening? Can I still do the Geralt thing? You
Oh,
think? Because
absolutely. It is ass to beat though. If like
you have to
if
play as Geralt, right?
Yeah, you have to play as Geralt. The trick of it is the difficulty of it comes from the fact that you don't play your own weapons.
Yeah.
You pick whatever loadout is given to you, and so you have to know your fucking your weapon that whatever you pick. So it is definitely a challenge for the basics. It's a lot like the arena quest too, but the ancient lesson, the hard version of it, oh my god! But it's fucking worth it though. That
Uh,
there's a Final Fantasy tie-in where you get to fight Behemoth, which that shit is terrifying. Like just the way they made Behemoth look in the game is he's fucking terrifying looking.
I think I might have told you this before, but I honestly feel like I've gotten lucky and gotten through my entire Monster Hunter love by just hacking and slashing and just hoping for the best. Obviously I haven't been. I know he didn't won't say it, but I know one to judge me when he saw my loadout and saw that that's what I've been running the whole time. That's because I got something that I like and I just ran with it. Bosses were harder, things were harder because I just wasn't upgrading my weapons the way I should have. I was just
Oh no,
grinding it the fuck out.
I to be fair, I didn't judge you until like the third time we played, and you mentioned that that's what you were doing because I thought you was on the same tip as me. I mentioned this in the last. I think I mentioned this in the last podcast, but I played because I was stubborn and I didn't know about armor spheres. I played the entire base game of Monster Hunter World with the Pookie Pookie armor because I refused to walk around looking like an IKEA kid. Like I bought my armor from IKEA,
Dude, I same. Like
and
I didn't know any better when it looked cool, so I stopped there. I was messed up.
yeah, I saw everything else was like I do not want it, and I didn't want to look like a Build-A-Bear. So I just ran with the Pookie Pookie armor, and I didn't stop to read about armor spheres. Like I knew of them, I just didn't think they did anything, like anything significant. So I ran with that, and I ran with it. I believe it was either Fate's Ember or the one right below that. It wasn't the top tier you could get for that um that level when we go to fight Xeno'jiiva. But it wasn't the top Odegaron, but it was the one right below it. And I killed Xeno'jiiva with normal ammo. So I thought you was on that hard tip, like fuck it. I will do this shit and I will beat this
I
shit to
it
death.
it's a mix of not understanding what I needed to do, or not so much understanding, not putting enough time or paying enough attention throughout what I needed to do because I just wanted to go beat shit up. So so after I realized that, well, it wasn't until like literally talking to you about in depth how to do it that I realized. But prior to that, it was literally just like I know I to a degree, I know my weapon. Like I need to upgrade my
Right.
weapon here and there. But as far as upgrading the weapon to the correct type or element, was not doing that. I was upgrading to what looks cool. Oh, this looks cool, so I'll just focus on that. And mind you, and that goes to show you, you don't have to. You don't have to be a Monster Hunter nerd to know every single thing about it. You don't have to know armor spheres. You don't have to know weapons.
Nah.
He used regular ammo when there's fucking like 18 other types. I use the same sword and shield, the same dual blades for half the game, and it goes to show you that. And I'm not saying I know how to use the weapons to the perfect ability, but I know how to stay alive long enough to get my licks in to just one of us gonna fucking die, motherfucker, and it's gonna be either you or me. And
The
so
the
that's
the
just it.
light bow gun, the light bow gun prepared me to dodge anything in the game because I was I had been a light bow gun main for most of my career in any Monster Hunter game, um, and I don't care for switching bows for elements and stuff like that. I just don't like doing it. Or at least I didn't when I was playing early on when I was playing World, and that's part of the reason I didn't want to play with bows. But after figuring out that Xenojiva would have been weak to literally every status except sleep, I was a little upset. I ended up changing my game a little bit. I won't lie. I started using Pierce ammo because fuck Nergigante. But
Oh,
I also put his dick in the dirt with normal ammo. So
that was an especially painful one for me. I which is the ice dragon that shot the Kamehameha, and that
oh,
not it wasn't Iceborne. It was at the very end of world. That one
that's Xenojiva.
pain in his fucking ass, but I got it. Pain, but still, so but that's different. That was old me. What I want to do now is I want to play world, finish out Iceborne, knock some fucking shit out, learn a weapon, learn it well, and then and then when Wilds picks up, because I think about all this November, December, January. I mean, we got 4 months, damn, actually, but we're gonna knock the shit out of this fucking beta. I know we are. And
Oh,
after
bro,
that
I
is
can't wait.
done, after dude, I cannot wait for you. Like I'm not even gonna touch the thing again. I'm updating and downloading updates for Monster Hunter World. I'm not gonna touch um Monster Hunter Wilds again until the 31st, and you and I can play. And what I plan to do is, if I play that evening, or I it's only like supposed to be like 16 gigs, 20 gigs, or whatever. It may be different for PC. Um, but the plan is to just run through the tutorial again on the PC and just go through it. I'm not super worried about the save file at the moment, but I'm gonna put the work in on on that PC version for a while, and then we'll figure out where we're gonna go, because the game's no, I already said PC. I just it makes me nervous because I want to get my save bonus, and I got to figure out how that works in order for me to be able to get it. And by the time all that shit come out, Iceborne and shit like that, like I'll have the games.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. It might be my incentive to run through the game real quick to get to Iceborne so I get my save. But Capcom should have a thing in the works to be able people that want to switch, or it be linked to your account or something like that. I can't fathom them saying that people are just gonna be high. Oh, cross save, but you're gonna be high and dry. You stuck there, you know.
Right.
So, but we shall we shall see. I'm gonna ask you real quick. Um, what creature are you looking? What monster are you looking forward to the most to come back? Like I got this up right now, so you can literally I can search it so I can see what you're talking about. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
y'all listening, y'all not gonna be able to see it, and I apologize for that, but I'll describe it the best I can once he tells.
Okay. Um, so hold on just a minute. Something came on my end. I'm trying to figure out what. Okay, cool. Sorry, new window. Who this? Um, so obviously, a big one for me would be Goss Harag,
Goss.
Goss, and then Harag. I fucking that I call him the Slump Bear,
They're like a fucking tank. Oh no,
bro.
that was a different one. I was looking at a different one. All right, so the Gossarat looks like a
A mix of
rainbow
a Oni. It's like
bear. Yeah. Oh
it's like
no, actually, yeah.
yeah, it looks like a fucking Oni, a Yeti, and a bear mixed together. And it has powers, and it does this thing where it'll spit like
witches and their tails.
ice and shit onto its arm and make a fucking sickle.
You
Honestly,
told me about him.
if you want to do me a favor real quick, go to YouTube and just look at a Goss Harag intro. This shit is evil, bro. I love this thing. It even has a rage mode where the mask turns, or the face, which is like an only mask, turns red and shit.
Hold on. Um,
It'll like walk towards you like slowly, and then out of nowhere, it'll just throw a fucking haymaker that will end your life. Oh, I've it's so dangerous, but at the same time, so fucking funny. I love these things. They're like fucking serial killer demon bears, and I adore them to death. Um, that a Rajang, I would love to see the Rajang and their fierce Rajang. I need my super monkey back, my fucking Super Saiyan monster monkey.
which one was that?
Um,
Did you see this guy has a damn modded that his
ooh,
Palico is
that
is a dragon.
that thing he's fighting is a Rajang actually. Wait, you say his Palco is a dragon?
Yeah, watch when what look for his Palico. He's off over there. Guys, I'm play by play. This what's this called again?
Yo, oh Rajang.
This Rajang it's Rajang looks like a minotaur almost with a
Yeah,
boxing ass minotaur. Holy shit.
he's got those demon horns, but that's a whole ass monkey with a long tail. It is evil. So this thing can shoot basically a lightning Kamehameha, which he's about to do in a minute if you'll let him. Think Blanca with Super Saiyan powers.
There you go right there. Blanca with Super Saiyan powers.
Yeah,
Yeah, you see his Palico's little dragon? That shit is crazy.
that's fucking nuts.
So,
I love that.
and that's what I'm looking forward to the most when it comes to Monster Hunter. On top of it being a game changer to everything when it drops, because I promise you guys it's going to be. Because the one area that I saw in the demo, huge. It took forever for me to get to one part where I was to run to where those things were. It was crazy. And then when I opened the map, I had not left one of the sections. So 100 player lobbies on top of 100 player lobbies on top of 16 players per like camp or some shit like that. It's going to be mind boggling. So I want to be able to be a great fighter and not hold anybody back. Um,
Oh,
Another thing I
you
forgot to
will
tell you
not
that
be.
they leverage the dial wheel more now. Like it's seamless. Like I'm
Okay,
talking about like it was so fast me picking what I needed to do. So fast me doing what I cannot fucking wait for you to see it. Um
man. I might.
I I can't remember the name of the thing. It was a PSP Monster Hunter PSP. You fought this dragon in the castle. Dragon
Talking about Fatalis? Or no. You're talking about Shenlong?
Shenlong, maybe.
No. In the castle, it's got to be Fatalis. No,
Maybe.
Lao Shenlong. Lao Shenlong. No, you're right. This is the
Yes, this
super
is the
long
one.
dragon. Okay,
Yes. So this is I want this too. So for y'all that can't see, Lao Shenlong was
this was Zora Magdaros
this,
back for
this
us.
huge dragon that like it walked along this thing, and so you had to where's the beginning? You had to like stand at the very top of the thing and shoot down at it and reload things and run along the thing and shoot. Um,
For all these new kids, this
what
was
is
Zora
that?
Magdaros back in the day. This is what us old folks used to fight. Nowadays, you guys have your Zora Magdaroses and your Valstraxes
They might be freedom, but
and your
it,
guiding lands. But we had the freaking Lao Shenlong.
and this is what you guys need to understand is, and I'm telling you right here, I'm telling you now that Monster Hunter is going to change the game when it comes to co-op play and people working together, because
Oh
now
yes,
with the way that these consoles are designed, think about again like we are going to have huge monsters. We are going to have huge raids. We are going to have holy shit. There are 4 Rathaloses here. We need 4 parties working in unison. 16 players.
honestly,
You know.
I'm happy for the state of gaming in that respect now because three of the most popular games um of the year are going to be small unit team based games. Helldivers, Space Marine 2, and Monster Hunter Wilds. The one like Helldivers, let's be honest here. Helldivers is a come from out of nowhere RKO, but we knew Space Marine 2 was going to be that shit. And everything, nothing we've seen from Monster Hunter says that it's going to be any less. But in saying that, I think that you're right. I think it's going to change the landscape of gaming because just like Fortnite did, because when Fortnite hit the shelves, people don't even know. Battleborn came out right alongside Fortnite. Battleborn was the same kind of game, same kind of premise. I think it was more of a MOBA, but it was along the same vein. But Fortnite changed the game. Like it introduced the battle royale to a wide audience. Obviously, PUBG had been there before, I believe, but
H1Z1 had
yep.
just taken off to the point that they knew that battle royale was so important that they split the game from basically the save the world version of Fortnite to
Hmm.
battle royale and their save the world version and focused solely on their battle royale, but it was too late. Fortnite had
Yeah,
blew the fuck up.
and I think that's what's going to happen because Helldivers took the world by storm. But people understand that like, or at least the people selling these games understand like that's a big hit because the normies are into this shit now. And once the normies get into something, they're ravenous. They'll find it wherever they can. And then Space Marine comes out, and so you get an even stronger power fantasy than the one you get from Helldivers. On top of Grim Dark, there's don't get me wrong, I love Helldivers to death. Um, but there's worlds more lore and depth to Warhammer, and we've not even scratched the surface. They're already talking about a Space Marine 3. We've got a roadmap and all that kind of good stuff. And then Monster comes along,
They're
and
talking about a
you've
Space Marine 3.
yeah.
They got so much content they can add to Space
Oh,
Marine
they're still
2.
doing it, but they're like we're green lit for a Space Marine 3. Like it's coming. Like
Wow.
that's how that's how big of a success this is. And that's how they stuck the fucking landing. And with Wilds, Monster Hunter has the power of weebs behind it.
And just let me interject real quick. I just need you guys to understand how powerful Monster Hunter has been across the whatever.
Oh my
I've
god,
been playing
brother.
Monster Hunters since I remember since the PS2. Okay, that's when I started. So, but I remember that I had attempted to get the by then no one was playing it. And the services, I don't think the services worked or whatever, but PlayStation had PlayStation 2 had an online kit you could connect to it. Got it. Played it. Then I'm on deployment in the military, in the Navy, and I'm playing Monster Hunter to pass the time on a PSP. PSP stayed charged in my pocket. When I wasn't doing anything, I was hunting, leveling. Back then, I honestly I can tell you back then I remember the shit, dude. Back then I knew what I was hunting for. I knew how to do, but I got lazy over the years. Then the online, there was a Xbox 360 Monster Hunter Online that I attempted that had Japanese account, all that stuff like that to play. Then World dropped, change, and I knew then that it had changed the game. I knew then that if I could be able to play with everybody, then it was
Oh
crazy.
man.
And they had crossovers galore. People don't realize how crazy the Monster Hunter has been because they had Street Fighter, they had Horizon Zero Dawn, Halloween shit. Uh the community itself is so crazy, and they've been spread out for so long and spread out for years to the point that now all these Monster Hunter fans is unsettled on their main console and be like, oh well, I can't play Monster Hunter Wilds or it's on PlayStation. I just won't play it. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter. I mean, World dropped on
Mhm.
PC, but a lot of people didn't pick it up. Whatever. But now on their favorite console, just sitting there and they can just pick it back up and they already know that's hype right now. I cannot wait to see the numbers, to see how many downloads and people play it and people were online at the end of this beta. Because I'm definitely gonna look on the 4th. I'm googling Monster Hunter beta numbers just to see, because I know it's gonna be crazy. I know it's gonna be crazy. I'm so excited. I want big battles like that. I want huge monsters. I want, like I told Wonder earlier when I was playing the Wilds beta, I was getting jumped. Mind you, there's a difference between, there's a Rathalos here, and then another Rathalos Raytheon flies in, and then you do one or whatever. No, I was fighting this dude, and the alpha stopped what he was doing, howled, and called in backup. And that dude wasn't just flying off. He stayed to the
That's
point I had to call
crazy.
backup. And then we had to pop out on him. But I cannot wait. And I tell you, Thursday is Halloween, so it's going, after I get the candy done and whatever. That's all I'm playing. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, nonstop. It's just gonna be Monster Hunter only.
Bro, this is gonna be so fucking tough.
Dude,
Like,
I'm so excited. The Monster Hunter Wilds beta is here, and I'm not gonna lie, my feelings was getting hurt because, yeah, we got a release date. Yeah, we got February 28th, but they that's so far out they could throw that shit out later on and kick that bucket, way until the summer. So as
right?
far as, so I'm like, not gonna get my hopes up. I remember telling, yeah, January we're gonna start playing Monster Hunter again. But then I was like, you know what? Nah, let's just wait till the beginning of February, because then we got like a month to plan if it come out or whatever. But we're
Yup.
not playing for 2 months waiting for the game to come out. But now, surprise open beta, your character creation jumps over. You get a special thing, and you get to play it for almost a week.
That's
Yo,
a that's a little
that's
crazy.
confidence. That's me. That's me. That's them building confidence with me that my game is coming when they say it. If not, maybe a little. I mean, never mind. They don't do games early, so I'm not gonna say that. They said 28th. It's a 28th, but not to be pushed. And I'm gonna say it right now. After 45 minutes of playing Wilds, they get one push, one free push without me saying a damn thing. Take as much
Yeah.
time as you need until that, but not
Yeah.
more after that. No.
Well, you saw what happened. What I said about Space Marine when it got delayed. It's like with everything that I had seen beforehand, with all the footage I had watched on all the news I had seen, I was like, no, I'm
You
fine with
weren't
it.
upset. You weren't upset.
No, I'm
You were
completely
upset
fine
about
with it.
that damn fucking game not working when we both took off fucking work for. Actually, I think they owe us compensation for that. That shit's fucked up.
Yeah, man.
But
Because
we
I
we
never
should have
got my
complained to,
days.
man. You know what, man? We should have honestly, man. We should have
And I've been
wrote.
making Mad Warhammer videos too.
We should have. We don't play around with that shit no more. Next
Nah.
time we making an episode about it. We're recording it and we
Oh,
write.
absolutely.
We did actually make episodes, but we need to start tagging motherfuckers in it for real.
Oh,
Hey,
absolutely.
we're having this issue because pre-orders. Everyone say don't pre-order, don't pre-order, don't pre-order, don't pre-order. I get that to a degree. Make them don't pay them all this money up front and without them giving you something. I get that to a degree, but I also get these people who worked so hard on these games getting the insurance that holy shit, I might actually get to keep my fucking job. These many people are buying this game. Holy fucking shit.
It is also like support because I didn't get the game just to play it early. I supported it because of all the DLC and cosmetics stuff that I pay for that not don't necessarily advance me in the game. None of the cosmetics I get help me out in
Mm.
any
Or
way,
we
shape, or
actually
form.
really use it at some point.
Yeah, like I only use my cosmetics for when I'm looking at my character as a ultramarine. Other than that, I don't even use the cosmetics because I love all the other stuff that they have. And I was
Which is a
honestly
lot.
happy to support Games Workshop because I'm in love with what they do as far as the video games. Like even the ones I don't play, I've at least watched enough footage on to enjoy them because I love the lore and anything that Warhammer gives me, I'll at least watch. Warhammer Plus notwithstanding, because they pissed me off a couple times, but we don't want to talk about that. But getting back to Monster Hunter, more on the strength of what they're bringing, but with Monster Hunter, on back to the what I was talking about with the landscape of games changing. You got Helldivers who brought in the Milsim kids, myself included, and then you got Space Marine who brought in the fantasy sci-fi mill nerds, which held between Helldivers and Space Marine, that's a Venn diagram. Um, but then you bring in Monster Hunter, and that's small unit tactics mixed with weebs. Like you got your whole anime group there. You got your JoJo's, you got your Naruto's, you got your Bleach enthusiasts, you got your Mob Psychos, you got your One Punch nerds. Like everybody under the sun. If you play Smash, you probably play Monster Hunter. If you've got a waifu, I'm 60% sure you play Monster Hunter or would. And that brings a lot of like attraction. Like that brings a lot of numbers to the genre. And I think if all this goes well, by next year we'll see a shift in the type of games that are being made. Just like it happened when what was that? 2015, 16 when Fortnite dropped. Because I remember when Worlds came out, after after 6 months to a year, there were already clones of it, and we've seen the Helldiver clones. We've laughed at a couple of them. Um, and Monster Hunter has always had its clones and stuff like that, coupled with the fact that Monster Hunter itself, if you take away everything else that makes it unique, it's still a very intriguing concept, and one that you can apply to anything, which means that anybody can kind of get into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super bloody. It's
It's
great
at all,
fun.
actually.
It's very like it's
I'm
very
trying to
noble
remember. There's
bright.
a lot of blood.
No, it's not. It's very noble bright. It's very pastel. I mean it's Japanese, so like it's
Yeah, they
Nintendo
got a lot.
friendly. I'll say.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff they got to cover over there. But all in that to say, like, Wonder's gonna play on Thursday, but I played last night, and when I tell y'all that it's gonna it's going to be something that is going to do numbers. It's going to do numbers, and then there's going to be so many people that just stop what they're doing to try it out and then fall in love with it.
Yeah,
Because there's so much you can do. Is 14 different weapons, and you can carry two at a time.
which is nuts. I cannot wait for that because going in with a sword and shield and a bow gun or a bow and I would love to go in with a sword and shield and a bow and arrow. Because at that
And
point,
now
I'm
you
living my
can.
Tolkien fantasy.
Now you can. Now you can.
And
My goal is to be Charge Blade and Baby Gunner. What
okay,
you
I
you
can dig that
maybe
because
yeah,
I
Charge
would go
Blade,
sword
maybe
and
Gunner.
shield. Yeah, I'll go sword and shield and light bow gun or bow and sorry bow and arrow.
So man, we're gonna and then I saw so many people that I follow and stream who were playing as well. Like we gonna have a plethora of people to play with. You know, we already got two, but once we find our squad that we always play with, because we already, you mentioned that, we know people, but they don't always play like us.
Mm-hmm.
So
They not
once
like
we
all.
find a squad, man,
Oh
ain't
man, once
more.
I find a squid eye, that's it, bro.
But I mean, I think the next time we talk about this, it will be a video episode so you guys can see. But I know you guys can tell in the tones of our voices how excited we are. We appreciate y'all listening. We ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Just talk about Monster Hunter, and I mentioned witches earlier, and just so you guys know our plan for witches, we are going to continue to do creature reviews and hone that
Yeah,
skill because there's creatures cover everything.
I think we'll have to
Gorgons,
make a bonus episode this week for
Oh yeah, we definitely will. Honestly, playing that, I honestly think since we're gonna be playing a lot of Monster Hunter, I think we're gonna be using it as we can use it as a quick thing to like. I don't mind because I don't really have to edit much when we do this. Um, I'll talk about it later. I
yeah.
appreciate y'all having coming to hang out. As always, please feel free to check out our links below. One that has been doing a lot of great stuff over there on TikTok. He'll be streaming a lot more soon. Please go follow his links, drop some likes, and repost on those videos. I have been streaming more regularly, planning to keep, hopefully by the time you hear this, I am streaming regularly Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays and are open or whatever. But please check out my Twitch and Twitter and drop follows there. We appreciate it. If you have any likes, comments, gripes, or anything you feel like you want to say anything to us, feel free to reach out. Our contact info is everywhere, and we're looking out for stuff to respond to. So you guys take care, and as always,
Don't forget to have fun.
later.
Peace.
Um, I wait till it says that light go out.